The following is a presentation of Muddy River News.
A great night's sleep starts at Harvey's Furniture. Check out the large selection of complete bedroom sets. And when it comes to mattresses, we have a full selection from Bemco, Spring Air, and Chatham & Wells. Harvey's Furniture. Our home, your home.
Instant Replay is your local sports bar. With 18 big screen TVs, we have all the sports packages from college games to pro games. We offer daily drink specials, and come check out the Bullpen, our newly renovated beer garden. Instant Replay, 2739 Chestnut in Quincy.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Daily Muddy. I'm Ashley Conrad, and joining me today is Paula Goff, and you are with MoDOT, right? Missouri
Yes.
Department of Transportation. And you guys are doing something pretty cool. I don't know if Illinois does this or not, but you're basically, in essence, giving the public an opportunity to come, be a part of, and voice their opinion on what projects they want to see happen over the both short and long term. Is that correct?
Yes, it's
Okay.
part of our planning framework that we've been doing for over 20 years, utilizing our regional planning commissions. But over the last few years, we've added this step of going out to the public to talk about our unfunded needs lists that are out there. So it's really that planning horizon 5 to 20 years out, but really giving the public that opportunity to look at the list that's been developed so far as a draft list, make comments on those projects on there, or also add projects to it.
Sure. So you have a list of projects that, so you're saying unfunded. So projects that you know people want to have happen, or need to happen. So there's a list of projects that it's kind of a wish list, but you don't necessarily have funds, but you're expecting funds in the future, right?
It's helping us plan out, because how we work is we have a 5-year construction program, what's referred to as our STIP, our Statewide Transportation Improvement Program, and that is funded and has recently been approved by our Highway Commission. So this is really helping look out those next projects that would then flow into the STIP as funding allows, because each year we update the STIP. It's a rolling 5-year plan.
Gotcha.
So this is really helping make sure that the next on deck group of projects is ready to go, and that we have the public input.
Love the planning and also the public input, because I know a lot of people are kind of like me, like, well, how do they decide, or what, what's even on the list? Because a big thing, of course, is transparency for everybody at Muddy River News. So I think this is really, really important. Also gives people the opportunity to get involved and have their voices heard, of course. I think that's a great. How long have you guys been doing this?
This is about the 3rd year where we've actually had the formal public meeting. But as far as involving our regional planning commissions across the state, which Northeast MoDOT has 3 that we work with, which is made up of county commissioners or city council or just public at large. So we've been going to the public for over 20 years trying to get input. So we have the engineering data, we have the bridge ratings and the bridge inspection and the pavement data that's gathered. So we have a lot of the core engineering data, but really marrying it with what's going on in the local communities and what they see as the needs.
Excellent.
It's turned out it is fiscally constrained when it gets to the STIP, so that's why there's only so many projects that can be in there, because we actually do have to be fiscally constrained for those 5 years. But looking out ahead, it does allow us to do that planning of what's out there.
That's awesome, kind of forecasting type stuff. How many people come to this meeting and say, potholes? Lots of people.
Yeah, we are able to also address those immediate needs. We do have a customer service line that's answered 24 hours a day. So if someone does have that immediate pothole concern, I encourage them to call 888-ASK-MoDOT so we can get those addressed. But we can talk about any concerns they have about transportation. The other item is it's not just roads and bridges. There is a part of this unfunded needs that's multimodal. So it may be rural transit. In Northeast Missouri, our counties are served by OATS, which is rural transit. So that's how a lot of people get to their doctor's appointments. Could be about rail improvements or rail crossing, ports and airports also. So we do have a component that is multimodal, so it's not just roads and bridges.
Very cool. Not something I would have thought of, but good to know. Good to know. Now, if someone wants to come and be a part of this, when and where, and how do they get more information if they want it?
So the Northeast meeting is April 10th, which is next Thursday from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m., and it's located at our MoDOT office, which is just south of Hannibal on US 61. There is also information online, so if someone wants to go out ahead of time and do a little research and look at the unfunded needs list, it is posted out there so you can see it not only for Northeast Missouri, but the entire state.
Okay. Now, if someone can't make the meeting, can they always call and get more information?
They can call, or they can also make comments online.
Perfect. So. Awesome. Well, Paula, thank you so much. I think this is really cool that you guys do this. And if we're not currently doing it in Illinois, maybe this is something that we can take some tips from. So I appreciate you coming in and chatting with me. And yeah, if you want to have your voice heard or you want to know what's going on with MoDOT, attend the meeting.
I will be
it's
there.
So. Yeah, awesome. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Yep. Coming up, Ron and I head to the tower to tackle the Tequila Lime Chicken Sandwich. Can't wait for that one. Stay tuned.
The Liquor Booth is your home for a huge selection of beer, wine, and spirits. The Liquor Booth has 2 locations in Quincy, 3520 Broadway and 1500 North 12th Street. The Liquor Booth, where it's always happy hour.
Are you looking for the perfect venue for your next special event? Check out Utopia Event Center.
Utopia has a large banquet room and an awesome bar area, perfect for anything from birthday parties to formal corporate meetings. It also offers a photo booth, stage for a DJ or a live band, and a fully stocked bar, all for only $300. Check us out at utopiaeventcenter.com or call Barn at 217-430-6559 for more information. Utopia Event Center, 900 North 12th Street in Quincy.
Tower Pizza and Mexican offers a full menu of pizza, wings, and Mexican favorites. Try the shrimp tacos, fajitas, or a Jeff's special pizza. Extra sauce, pepperoni, sausage, ham, and mushrooms, all on their homemade crust. Tower Pizza and Mexican, 2701 Broadway, Quincy.
Everybody, welcome to the Daily Muddy. I'm Ashley Conrad, and joining me today, my buddy Ron Kinscherf. And how are you?
I'm dandy.
Good,
I'm delighted to be here.
Awesome. Okay, so we are at the Tower Restaurant in Quincy, Illinois, of course, on our next stop of the Great Quincy Sandwich Debate. And the Tower, of course, is an amazing restaurant. I think my family and I eat here at least once a week or carry out. But I've never tried this sandwich that we're about to try.
I have not either.
You haven't?
Yeah.
Good. Okay, so we're first timers, definitely not at the Tower, but for the sandwich, and I'm really, really excited about it. But before we do that, the Tower has such a rich history in Quincy, and are you born and raised in Quincy?
Yes.
Okay, so you probably remember better than I do, hint, hint, our ages. No, I'm kidding.
I am older than you.
Okay, so on 20th and I think it was College is where it kind of originated, right?
Yeah, and yes.
Okay, and I don't know how long it was there, but it was there for a really long time. And after talking to Rod and some other people, from what I understand, they sold it to Judy Faulkner, who, of course, if anybody knows Judy from the Tower, she still works here. She's been here for, I think, at least 40 years, possibly inching closer to 50. But she's still back in the kitchen and always working super hard. So then after 20th and College, well, they sold it to Judy and her mom. And somehow it changed hands back to the McLeans, and the facility, the building on 12th and Broadway, which is now a bank, became available.
Right.
So they didn't have the intention of moving the Tower there, but eventually a tenant that was there moved out, and they were like, well, hey, we can get more traffic. So they moved everything to 12th and Broadway, which is where I got introduced to the Tower. They had the buckets of hot wings. Are you a fan of hot wings?
See, yes, I am. But
okay.
See, we did not go out to eat hardly at all growing up
okay.
around here. So I remember the Tower more by the College than I do
12th
out
and
on
Broadway.
because that's like high school hangout and stuff
Sure.
like that. But I don't remember the Tower at 12th and Broadway all that much, or the bucket of wings. We did not go out to eat at all growing up.
Okay, well, let me be the first to say the bucket of wings, and I'm not saying their wings today aren't amazing because they are.
Good.
But the bucket, if you had buckets of wings from the Tower, you know the best part about it was you could ratio the sauce however you want by shaking the bucket or dumping it upside down.
As long as you didn't kick the bucket, you're okay.
Right, exactly. So that's where I kind of got introduced to the Tower, and I remember being bummed that they were moving it because it was so close to my house, and my friends and I could just walk down there and hang out. And
one thing that people always, when they come to town from out of town, is the combination of Mexican and Italian.
It's weird, isn't it?
That Quincy has.
Yeah.
And they've never seen that in a lot of places where they,
it's
out
interesting.
East or someplace like that where it's Mexican and pizza.
Right.
That unique combination.
Yeah, Gym City's the same. Yeah, it's a weird combination, but when you walk in here, the smells are like, I could eat everything on the menu. But so then continuing on with the history.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. They built this building. I think they've been here on, what is it, 33rd? What is this? 28th?
Something Broadway.
Something Broadway. If you drive by, you see the big clock. That's the tower. But they've been here for almost coming up on 25 years, I think. Which is outstanding. I mean, the McLeans always know how to run a great restaurant, but...
Do we know why a tower is involved in the name?
That's a good question. No, I don't. I'm assuming it's like the Tower of Pizza.
But the original location didn't have a tower at all, did it?
No.
There's like one floor.
But I think on the menu they did.
Okay.
I think. That's
right.
just a hunch. We'll
It's
have to
better
double
than the
check
basement
that.
of pizza.
Yeah, we'll have to double check
Or any
that.
other alternative. The
So-
Africa pizza.
Either way,
I'm trying
it's
to throw you off
delicious.
as best as I possibly can.
Good luck, man. I think I'm on my game a little bit.
Okay,
But now,
cool.
now you totally made me lose my place. But, okay, so if you know anything else about the McLean establishments, you know the decor is always one of a kind.
Mm-hmm.
And there's something about everything, especially in this room, in the bar room, because there's a restaurant as well. But in the bar room, everything in here, from Elvis to the hubcaps to the wall, is actually, it signifies something really special to someone in the McLean family. So, for example, the hubcaps they came off of like Rod's friends' motorcycles. Some of the bricks from this wall came from the original Tower restaurant on College, I think. So there's so many cool things. The lights, the chandeliers, to the floors. The floors were one of the first. This was one of the first establishments, I think, in Quincy, and probably, I don't want to say anywhere, but probably one of the few that has stamped concrete.
Okay.
So that's 25 years ago. I mean, now it's all the rage, but back then, I don't think it was. So, excuse me, not only is the food amazing, it's different, the decor is different, but you always feel like home when you're here.
I think they've done a really good job of retaining staff too, not only here, but the other McLean restaurants. So that's always good. You come in, you see somebody you've seen before, and they seem to know you. And I think that's important. It's very rare, I think, in this industry to have consistent help.
It is.
And the same face, for the most part, greets you when you come in to eat.
Absolutely. Yeah. And their service is always top notch, which is, of course, in today's day, it's a little harder to achieve, I think, with, lower staffing levels and whatnot. But they keep it up. They keep their reputation going, and their food's always amazing. So, speaking of food, the thing that we are trying today, the sandwich that we're trying today, is called Tequila Lime Chicken that we've never tried.
Never had it. My wife loves it. She doesn't normally get the sandwich. She gets the plate.
Okay.
My daughter mentioned, I told her what I was doing today, and first of all, she's surprised I'm at an eating show. But she said this.
You're such a foodie, Ron.
Oh, I'm hardly anything but a foodie. But the funny thing is, I walk in, like I was at the Silver Dollar the other day, and people are you here to critique their food? It's just kind of odd. Anyway, she says their stuff's really good too. The tequila lime, so we'll try it.
Good. And real quick before we try that sandwich and meet Nate, one of the originators of the sandwich, I talked to Rod about how they came up with this, and it was it's a really cool story. But they brought in a crew from Kentucky to bring an authentic Mexican flavor to the Italian that they already had. So they brought in a group and added menu items to, I guess, things that people weren't normally used to. So on that note, I think I've been a little long-winded, but there's so much interesting stuff to talk about. So coming up, we'll try the sandwich, so stay tuned. Welcome to the Abbey, a Quincy tradition.
With 6 big screens, a new larger kitchen, and now more seating capacity, the Abbey is the place to be before, during, and after the big game. Come enjoy fan favorite appetizers, steaks, burgers, and a variety of daily food and drink specials. Can't join us? Carryout is available too. Now with a convenient drive-up window to better serve you. 1736 Spring in Quincy. Opens at 3 p.m. Tuesday through Sunday.
Come join all your friends at the Abbey, a Quincy tradition. Okay, and now we're in the El Presidente, which is one of the private rooms at the tower. So if you've never sat in here, it's great for big groups, small kids. But I'm sitting here with Nate, and he is the guy behind the sandwich today. Nate, so tequila lime chicken is, like I said, it's not something I've ever had. However, trying it, it's definitely going to be something I have again. Can you give us kind of a little peek or secret into how it's made?
Well, yes. It soaks for 24 hours in our tequila lime mix, which has a big mixture of stuff we do here. Sits there for 24 hours, and then from there we put it onto our char grill, get those nice grill marks in there, and then you can either get it as a sandwich, a salad, and we also have a tequila lime dinner.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay, so now the dinner comes with like rice and
beans, grilled veggies, cornmeal.
See, that's up my alley. Yeah, that's up my. I mean, I love a sandwich. Don't get me wrong, but I do love a plate with rice and beans and all the stuff.
Oh, yeah.
So, how long have you been a cook here?
I've been here for 15 years.
15 years.
Yep.
All right. Can I ask what your favorite part is?
Really just being a part of something that's great. You know, making something that's delicious, seeing the like impact it brings on people just for good food, you know.
Yeah.
That look on their face of saying like, that was delicious.
Yeah,
you know?
And food really is something that brings everybody together. It's kind of like music, like we were talking about. You know, you were a musician for a while, right? Yeah. Are you still a musician?
Somewhat here.
Somewhat here for hobby, but this is now your passion.
Yeah.
It is, food and music tend to bring people together like nothing else, right?
They
so
go
I
together.
love that you said that. Also, a minute ago you were talking about around about creating something new, which I think has got to be just an awesome part of being a cook.
Oh yeah, just get that free range of just doing what you want. Yeah, I love it.
And you guys have the best ingredients here in my mind. Like I said, I'm a little biased towards McLean establishments, but it's like you have this like blank slate with Italian and Mexican and how you can meld those two together or keep them separate, and it's just got to be so cool.
That's exciting, yeah.
Yeah,
yep.
love
I like it.
So 15 years, do you have any like crazy memories, or it could be with the staff, with customers, whatever, yeah.
Well, I mean, I started off just like on the pizza line, just, you know, topping pizzas and stuff like that. But then from there, you kind of look down the line, just see all the other stuff. It's like, what's he making down there? Like, then it interests you, like, I want to learn how to make that.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. So is it like you step up into different?
Really stepping up to it. Yeah. And then from where I'm at now, I'm just like, you know, I love it. I love where I'm at. You know, with good people. I love the McLeans. They're great people.
They are great people. Yeah. I worked for a McLean establishment for, I would say, close to 15 years. And you truly will not find a better family to work for, work with, or dine with, because the food, the service, of course, the staff, you guys are all just amazing and dedicated.
Dedicated for sure.
Right? Yes. So, like I mentioned, staffing issues are everywhere, but it seems like the McLean establishments, I'm sure you might not be as staffed as you would like to be at sometimes, but it never shows to the customers. So kudos to you guys. Awesome. Keep up the good work and keep creating masterpieces like this. This is so cool.
Yeah,
Nate, you rock. Thank you so much for chatting with me.
Hey,
appreciate it.
What kind of shows will you see on Muddy River Gems each month? The same award-winning storytelling from Mark McDonald and crew that you enjoyed for nearly 20 years on PBS. Muddy River Gems with host Mark McDonald. A new episode every month online from Muddy River News.
So, I will take my bite first.
You take your bite first, so we're not talking and eating. Yeah.
Right,
so we won't both have our mouth full.
So this is strategy.
You gotta have a strategy.
People probably don't understand that Muddy River has a lot of strategic parts to it.
It's a very serious business.
This type of stuff.
Very serious
business. It's incredibly serious.
It is. Speaking of serious, here comes our little waiter now. Server, I think is what you call it. Yeah, tequila lime chicken. All right. So
People love it.
Thank you so much. Now, I do have to ask, do people normally put all this on there? Okay. All right. Okay. You're not?
No.
Are you a sissy? Are you
I'm
a sissy boy?
I read, that's why my daughter's very surprised at being invited to do these type of things. I'm like Steve Heinger.
All right. Well, I'll put the stuff on.
I'm much better looking.
You try your sandwich, and I'll put the stuff on mine, and then we'll chat about it. One thing I do notice is the bun. I don't know why I'm so into buns. Yeah,
Young lady?
buns, hun. Hey, So I love a buttery bun, especially if it's crisp. I love it. So, all right, first thought. What do you think?
It's good.
Yeah. Like
what else? Yes, delightful.
Good. Okay, is it like...
the bun's really good.
All right.
It's not real hot. I thought it'd be a little bit hotter than... I mean, spicy. It's not real spicy.
Yeah. So do you taste like lime in it?
Yeah.
Do you taste tequila?
No.
Okay.
But
dang it. All right.
Am I supposed to?
I don't know.
Is it soaked in tequila
This is the
overnight
first time
or
I've
something?
had it. Okay, I need to figure out where I put my pepper. I get another pepper on it here. All right, I'm going to try mine. I can't believe you're not a banana. Banana peppers aren't even that spicy. Pepperoncinis, whatever you call it.
What? Good?
It's fantastic. So, not to speak with my mouth full, but chicken sandwiches are always one of my go-tos because I love them.
Hard though. I think they're hard not to do dry.
They're hard not to
This is
perfect, and this is amazing.
Yeah.
Also, I've never
Especially-
had banana peppers on a chicken sandwich, so that's amazing. Also, I'm not a huge fan of cilantro, but this mix has just the right amount of tomato, onion, and a little bit of cilantro.
I think it's hard to get something this thin, not dry.
Yeah. It's really good.
It is good.
Speaking of cilantro, if you are not a huge fan of cilantro, but you like just a little bit of the taste, the Tower salsa is amazing because I'm not a huge cilantro fan, and some salsas are too heavy on it. But the salsa here, maybe it's because I might be partial because I do love the McLean establishments. I do love the McLean family, but their food is second to none. I mean, I feel like they've really just nailed it on all fronts. And like you mentioned, Italian and Mexican is a really weird combination, but they do them both perfectly. Right? Would you agree? Yeah. He's stuffing his face. Yeah. So that's a good sign.
Isn't that what we're supposed to do?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah. Very good sandwich. Like I said, if you've never tried it, definitely come in and give it a shot, as well as anything else on the menu because you really can't go wrong. Right?
My favorite part about the tower is the El Presidente room.
Oh, that's what I was going to talk about.
That was a great place to bring when you have 65,000 grandchildren.
Yeah.
And they can run around and run into each other and they don't bother anybody.
Yeah, it's a little private room.
Yeah.
But even anywhere in the tower, you can come and feel comfortable with kids or, so you can.
Yeah, but it's great in there because
it's great. It's private. They also have, I think it's Big Al's. So if you have like a group of cackling women like myself and my friends, just stuff us back into that little private room and it's amazing. But yeah, all around, especially including, but not limited to, the patio or whatever you call it back here. It's enclosed when it needs to be and it's open when it can be. So just all around cool place. And if you've never been here, I suggest you check it out, right? And try the tequila lime chicken sandwich because it definitely fits the bill of one of the 10 best sandwich places.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, I think that does it for today. Be sure to come into the tower and check it out.
I had never had that sandwich, but it is a delicious one. So hit the tower and give it a try for yourself. Coming up tomorrow, Coffee Talk with Britt B and Ash C. Join us then.
Muddy River News. Our home, our news.